Today we are working with pointers in C. What is pointers in C? Before doing the practicals, let's understand the concept of theory behind pointers. What exactly pointers are? Let's take a variable. If I suppose make a box here, I'm just trying to make in a box. There are the two boxes. Okay, so this is a variable and this is B variable. A variable is containing the value 5 and B variable is containing, suppose the A variable is at address 1000 and B variable is having the value 1000 and at the address 2000. We have to understand the concept of pointers. For pointers, this is the exact, you can say, good example for clearing the concept of pointer. First, we will see what is the connection. For example, I say these are the two boxes where A is containing the value 5 and at address 1000, B is containing the value 1000 and at address 2000. So if I ask you what is a relationship between the both, so you will say, what we will conclude, we will say A is a variable. We say A is a variable which is having value what? 5 at address 1000. Understand, pointer is a concept which is very easy, but if you understand it very clearly. So I say A is a variable, value is 5 at address 1000, and the next derivation which we can form with the box, B is a variable which is having the value which 1000 and at address 2000. We are assuming that this is the thing. Okay, so now what I can say more, I can say B is variable which is holding, B is holding address of variable A. We can say like this. So A is a variable which is having a value 5 at address 1000. B is also a variable which is holding 1000 with at address 2000. If I make a relationship, that means B is holding address of A. So I can say B is pointing to the variable A. Now I can say B is a pointer variable. So this thing is clear now. So these are the two variables which is having this type of relationship between them. So A is a variable which is holding the value 5 at a particular address and B is holding a value at a particular address. But if we can see the box, what is the relationship? B is holding the value which is the address of A. So we can say B is pointing to, so B is pointing to the value A. So we can say B is a pointer variable. Now if we understand the concept, now we can say now pointer variable is a variable which can hold the address of another variable. So one thing you have to clear, that pointer variable is nothing but it is also a variable like we had worked with the variables in C, but it is a special type of variable which is holding address instead of value. It is not holding value, it is holding the address of another variable. So this is the concept of pointer variable.